So we open on some Russian science fair project, and oh, they're trying to make another portal, but they have no obsidian. So then we get to Hairbender and young Roderick, and they're leaving room for the Holy Spirit, and then he goes and bikes to watch a movie with Coconut Head, Lucas, and Ginger, and then the power goes out, and what is happening to the rats? Oh look, power's back. Anyway, then Nancy Drew and Harry Styles Jackson go to their job at Spooky Town News. Meanwhile, Dipper returns from nerd camp, and the gang surprises him, and he pepper sprays Lucas. Oh my god. Oh, we're going for a Kruger story with Roderick's mom, huh? Okay, Ginger Ranger, go off. Wait, I forgot Winona has a store. And then Officer Yogi is venting about being an overbearing dad who wants to be a Fire Nation to Hairbender's avatar. So then we cut back to Dipper, and he's got all the gadgets now and a girlfriend too. And then we cut back to young Ghostbuster trying to flirt with some college kids, and he's struggling. So then the gang tries to talk to Dipper's e-girlfriend Mabel, and she doesn't answer. But wait a sec, are those Russians? And then Officer Yogi tries to talk to Hairbender and young Roderick, but they laugh at him. So he threatens the life of a minor in a locked car. So then Ginger Ranger flirts with MILF Wheeler, and he gets ready for the big date, but then his car crashes, and oh no, not Ginger Ranger. So then Ginger Ranger gets out of the bad area, but it turns out he didn't, and meets himself, but only kinda, and geez, that's creepy. Anyway, so then Hairbender's waiting for young Roderick, but I guess Officer Yogi sure did scare him good, because he won't see her. And Officer Yogi gets a musical number, and him and Winona celebrate, and there's a protest at the government HQ about something, but that's definitely not realistic at all. So then Nancy Drew and Harry Styles Jackson go talk to an old lady about some crazy rats or something, but who cares, because Dipper and young Ghostbuster are together, let's go! And they talk about Dipper's e-girlfriend in the Russian translation, and then the other boys and Hairbender and Ginger talk about their relationship problems and leave Coconut Head behind. Meanwhile, at the pool, MILF Wheeler talks to Ginger Ranger, and oh god, oh wait, no, she's fine. Okay, anyway, then Sailor Moon helps Dipper and young Ghostbuster translate some Russian, and then the gang accidentally runs into each other at the mall, and they all break up. Meanwhile, Winona goes to Professor Nerd because her magnets aren't working or something, and so then Ginger Ranger is having some heat trouble, and oh no, that poor lifeguard. So then Officer Yogi goes on the date, but Winona doesn't show up, and oh man, poor guy. So then Ginger Ranger takes the lifeguard lady to the bad place, and oh no, not her too. So Hairbender and Ginger are having a girls' time, and they spy on the boys, but they're totally chilling and make fun of women for some reason. So then Officer Yogi comes home and he bursts in on the girls, but they're just having a little sleepover. And they spy on Ginger Ranger, and oh no. Anyway, then Coconut Head tries to get the boys to play D&D while Winona goes to see Officer Yogi after standing up their date because of the magnets, and he gets mad, so she leaves and he goes with her to go to the bad guy lab, while Ginger and Hairbender go to investigate Ginger Ranger, but he's not home. So then Nancy Drew shows the news clowns her story about the rats, and they laugh at her because they're meanies. So then we cut back to Sailor Moon, who's still trying to translate, but Little Sass is doing her thing, while Dipper and young Ghostbuster spy to try to find the Russians, but they don't find anything, while the other boys are playing D&D, but they're not having a good time. And then Coconut Head gets upset and storms off, so then Hairbender tries to find Lifeguard Lady, and oh no, what happened? Oh man. Anyway, then Sailor Moon cracks the code because she's awesome, while Officer Yogi and Winona break into the bad guy lab, and Angry Russian, so then the boys try to go find Coconut Head, and he destroys his little fort. Oh man. And then Nancy Drew and Harry Styles Jackson go visit the old lady, and oh god, not the old lady too. So then the girls try to go find Ginger Ranger, and they're all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and Ginger Ranger and Lifeguard take out their parents, and that's it for now. So the girls start reading comic books at their sleepover, and it doesn't matter because old lady is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and yeah, I can't show this part here with the parents and stuff, so we're just gonna skip past this. Anyway, so then Winona's taking care of Officer Yogi, who got wrecked by that Russian dude, while the gang gets together to talk about the coconut tingle, while Nancy Drew and Harry Styles Jackson get fired because the guy in charge is now part of the Smokey the Monster. Then Officer Yogi goes to talk to Mayor D-Bag and interrogates him to find out who the Russian guy is, and it turns out the Russians own the mall. So then the mall gang makes a plan to break in using Little Sass and Dipper's, oh god, where's his collarbone? So then the other half of the gang watches Ginger Ranger and makes a plan to get him into the Steam World. Meanwhile, MILF Wheeler talks to Nancy Drew about Harry Styles Jackson and gets her to finish his crazy rat story, while Lil Sass breaks into the secret spot, and the rest of the gang traps Ginger Ranger in Steam World, and he gets real mad and starts fighting the gang, but Hairbender throws him through the wall, and he runs away, and then, oh my god, so many of them are part of Smokey the Monster! So the mall gang is trapped in the elevator, but they'll probably be fine. Anyway, so then Winona and Officer Yogi go to a farm, and it turns out it's a Russian thing for the big science fair project, and rescue Napoleon Science Mite from Russian Terminator, and then their car dies. Anyway, then the gang is looking for Officer Yogi, but they team up with Nancy Drew and Harry Styles Jackson, while the mall gang breaks out of the elevator into a secret underground Russian facility. While Napoleon Science Mite helps them find a 7-Eleven, and Officer Yogi steals someone's car, and then the Not Trap gang breaks into the lifeguard's home to investigate Smokey the Demon, while Officer Yogi goes to see Psychowitz, but he's not a big fan of Napoleon Science Mite. Meanwhile, the mall gang sneaks around, but young Ghostbuster and Sailor Moon get caught, so then we cut back to Not Trap gang, and they're at the hospital. The newspaper meetings fight Nancy Drew and Harry Styles Jackson. They become a big old blob thing, and oh god, what is that? So Nancy Drew and Harry Styles Jackson fight the blob thing, and obviously they're not going to win, so Hairbender comes in to save the day, and then the Officer Yogi gang tries to get Napoleon Science Mite to talk, and he won't because it's a bad Slurpee flavor, and then he tries to leave, but realizes he'd be in big doo-doo. So then the underground, and I can't stress this enough, secret Russian facility. They're talking to young Ghostbuster, but he just works at Chips Ahoy, so they've got nothing. And then Hairbender is looking for the bad guys, and young Roger confesses his love for the Hairbender, so anyway, then Officer Yogi and Winona are briefed by Napoleon Science Mite on the science fair project, while Dipper and Little Sass are trying to break out of the secret Russian facility, while Sailor Moon and young Ghostbuster are being interrogated, but who cares because the gang finds Ginger Ranger in Hairbender's mine town, and oh boy, is it a doozy. So then Officer Yogi calls Not So Creepy Doc, and Winona goes off on the phone, and did Dipper just murk that Russian dude? Wait, no, stop. A child just murked a Russian doctor with a big shocky stick thing. What? Okay, anyway, then Hairbender and Ginger Ranger talking. What is happening to everyone? Oh my god! So then we're at the fair and oh god, no, it's going straight for the gang. So it fights Hairbender and bites her a little bit, so then the underground Russian base gang escapes, but young Ghostbuster and Sailor Moon had some bad stuff in them and makes him real loopy. And then everyone starts heading back to Spooky Town while they fix up Hairbender's woundy wound and finally get in contact with Dipper, who's stuck in the mall with young Ghostbuster and Sailor Moon, and then the gang has an argument about Coca-Cola or something, and then Ginger Ranger finds out where they are. Meanwhile, at the fair, Psychowitz and Napoleon Sidesmite are having some fun carnival stuff, and no, not him! Anyone but him! No! So then Officer Yogi takes on the Russians and escapes, and then everyone meets up for the big final battle. So the thing in Hairbender's leg is acting up and they gotta take it out, and look, the adults are here! So they use all their combined knowledge for the ultimate heist movie run by children, and Officer Yogi and Hairbender have a nice talk, and aw, I'm sure nothing's gonna happen to him. So then the kiddos try to leave, but Ginger Ranger took out a cable, so they're stuck. Meanwhile, the adults break into the secret underground Russian facility, and Officer Yogi straight up murks some Russians, and Psychowitz goes into the vent while Dipper and the other gang meet up at the E-Dating Hill. But back in the mall, Hairbender tries to crush a can with her mind, and she can't, and then Smokey, the monster made out of flesh now, shows up and starts looking for the mall gang, but they escape because Lucas slingshots a balloon. Guys, I can't make this stuff up. This actually happened in the show. So then Ginger Ranger tries to hit them, and young Ghostbuster to the rescue. They drive off, and Dipper talks to his e-girlfriend Mabel to get the number they need, and he sings a cute little song in the middle of all of this chaos. And they get the number, and back inside the mall, Ginger Ranger knocks everybody out, and he takes Hairbender to Fleshy the monster, but the gang distracts the Fleshy beast with fireworks, and Ginger Ranger has to change of heart and sacrifice himself to save everyone, and Officer Yogi finally beats Russia Terminator, but then to close the gate has to sacrifice himself. Or does he? So then the government dudes led by not so creepy scientist guy come in and clean the place up and say the mall caught on fire, and Coconut Head, Hairbender, and their family moved to California, and that's it for now.